walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah.
Good morning, grasshoppers. A little late getting the message out, as I'm only allowed to send 7 messages per week. I may have to take a day off this week from sending the message, so we're going to have to decide on that in advance. Perhaps tomorrow morning.
So, now we're trapped in Fisher's mind battling his own private mind.
Good morning.
We'll be lost in limbo when our brains start to scramble.
Good morning, Kingslayer Sloan. How was your stream?
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Thank you, Lauren. It is great to see everyone back at it.
I will be queen, and you will be king.
Our new follower goal is set. We're going to set a sub goal, but we need a goal for something for subs.
We'll drive them away.
Let's see if my app tells me something here.
Just for one day, we can be heroes.
So let's see.
Just for one day.
Where is Port Moresby? What is that? Is it 8:08 in the evening for you, Lauren, or is it 10:08 for you in the morning? Or is there one in the middle, 9:08? I guess there's one in the great outback, I guess. Looking on my map here. Port Moresby is the same as Sydney. I need a quick access to a globe on my phone. The Welsh Canadian.
Though nothing will keep us together. could steal time just for one day.
Now, I'm having a tough time remembering if you were in Wales. Oh, Papua New Guinea. That's the island above. Yes? Okay. Unfortunately, so I click on my weather app. I'm able to put a couple of clocks on my phone. I figure rather than getting them on the wall, because I have no room for the wall without taking down the master certificate, I was going to put them across the bottom. And put clocks across the bottom. But instead, I have the app on my phone, so I click on the dual time on the front of my phone, and it gives me all of the cities as I scroll around the globe to reset the time. Oh wow, Port Moresby. They earned their freedom in World War II? Or did they get independence like India from England? India got independence around 1947. I could be off by a year. Yeah, Welsh Canadian, I was actually clicking on you just to check on your most recent video. You haven't streamed in a little while either. What's going on? I see a clip from June 29. Everyone seems to have taken some time off post-COVID. Aww. So it wasn't Great Britain that made this decision, because Australia was its own government already. When did Australia earn independence from England? All of this and more are somewhat important to world knowledge to a great extent. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. One thing I've noticed for everybody who's streaming, I'm going to throw out this warning to both you and Rogan. It seems like in the last few days, Twitch dropped all of their search tags, so you have to write them in yourself, as it turns out. I'm going to make sure that mine are there. I hope I don't have to set them every single time. I can't see my own search tags, obviously. I see no search tags, even though I set up about 10 search tags. Thank you so much. Hold on here. I have to get back to my screen. I was checking out something. Uh-oh. I think I might have refunded Eriquito by accident. I clicked the wrong X. SLK Chess, the Welsh Canadian, Black Knight, Tide 131. and Jacques Sacco, Zephyr, Opera and Chess, Abdel Rahman, Ahmed 366, Delianalos. Holy crap. Where's the beginning of this? I'm working my way up here. Hold on 1 second. Pegasus, 20 gifted subs. Beast mode. Thank you so much. Namaste. In my effort to try to find out what was going on in the background, I X'd out Erikito's Kramnik request. So I don't know if I refunded him. I think I refunded him by accident. In that hubbub. That is amazing. Now I'm looking for, hold on, it's got to be around here somewhere. All of my search tags. I was looking at all of my search tags, we're trying to find them on the channel. And as a result, I lost sight of my screen. Namaste. SLK chat. The Welsh Canadian. I think you got at least 3 streamers in there, which is totally awesome. I love for the other streamers to get the gifted subs because there's a good chance they might drop by. Hex Gaming, Conta Luna, Ezrin from Alaska, Sri Deep, of course, from India. Didn't actually clarify. Delianalos from Greece. And Zephyr 124. Pretty awesome, I have to admit. For the Welsh Canadian, SLK Chess and Opera and Chess, I know, are all streamers. Have a great weekend. You're just stopping by. Making it rain, yes. No, I had a tough time. I had to go back downstairs and restart my router at like 7:55. Suddenly I didn't have internet right when I was going to send the notices. I did. I'm going to turn down I need to turn up the sound alerts. That's what I really need to do. Hold on, I'm leaving this at this. I don't want to turn down I need to know about the music level. That's what I really need to do. I can't tell if the music level is too loud or too low. How's the frame? Good. Let's watch Viper and Reindeer. Pegasus trying to get kick-started here. I'm gonna rewrite these for a moment. Basically, I.O., Purdy, My Memorable Games, Tiger, definitely Kramnik I have to do now that I've actually accepted that one. Basically, that reward is so crazy for the 2.5 hour study. I owe Pegasus 4, and he's reminding me of it. I feel so obligated. I think I officially rejected Erikito's Kramnik. I actually refunded that one by accident, so I guess I'm off the hook on Kramnik. But I really want to finish Quartz Knife. Well, I believe that you can request a tarot study, but I have to reprice those because they are so cheap for subscribers that I cannot get ahead on them. I just have to refund them all the time. I'll tell you what, Lauren. Basically, One study is about 5 games, so it's about a game per gifted sub. That's how it is right now. And I do want to finish Terrash's 300 games, so I might try to do that on stream. The hard part on stream, though. Eric Keto, good morning. Namaste, Eric. From sunny Sacramento. Well, it's not so sunny yet, but it might be sunny in a little bit in a few minutes. It's very sunny here. So, Eric Keto, I accidentally refunded your Kramnik request when Pegasus just gifted 20 subs in full beast mode up there. You can see it at the top, in the top left on the stream, actually. He's dominating the thing. Nice. I should play today. Oh no, I have family stuff. I don't see my family the rest of the week. Good luck. Say hello to Oscar for me. Society Billiards. Desiree. I don't know if he has 2 now. I definitely know he has 1. It's possible that I might have lost track of him if he had a second one. I'm not sure. We're going back to Randerman versus Viper 101, who I played a really good simul game against yesterday. This is a very tedious endgame. It should be winning for white. I mean, should be winning for black. I always think that the side that I'm on is white. I don't actually think in terms of color, believe it or not. So was there a moment's respite? I'm just wondering, I think you had a mating net. I still think he has a mating net. Let me just go back here for a moment. Right about here, I was debating on whether or not he had a mating net with. And then queen to d3 check. Oh, that's mate. That much is true. If he saw all of that, that is also a nice forced mate. But I thought he had it earlier. Let's just turn on the engine here real quick. Yeah, so he did have mate in 2 in this position. He had check and bishop d2 mate. And it's mate in 4 the other way, the way that I looked at it. Oh, you'd have to go right back to the original? Never mind. I thought it was going to be this way, and I thought he could actually force mate this way. And he can in 13. Let's get back to our game. Quicksilver, Laura, how are you? I have lost the last couple of simul games, so I'm very impressed and happy that she is here. We're staying with e4, by the way. A new approach to the Caro-Kann today. A new approach to the Caro-Kann. We're going to give her the Black Martimer. Or, if she plays it correctly, this will now be the fantasy variation. This is a way to trick people out of the fantasy variation. I don't plan on sacrificing too much. But I do plan on putting some unrelenting pressure on her. Some serious but unrelenting pressure. This is not a normal move in the Black Mardemer. We will do a little bit of a Black Mardemer study. You lost to Tyler Steyer. Well, that's no great shakes. So this is in Fulda, by the way. I believe he is in Fulda, Germany. All right, moment of truth. I can't afford to trade queens. So what am I going to do with this player here? I'm a little bit stuck. Do I retreat and lose time? Or do I go for it? It's very annoying. Black got a good move in there. My queen is appropriately misplaced on the E2 square. Should have been rook on A to E1, to be honest. Should have been rook on A to E1. But we're getting there. Slowly. Slowly we are getting there. We're just going to keep dancing. Laura just makes me feel like dancing. We're gonna dance the night away. Ah! Well, c'est la vie. Looks like I have to exchange one item, whether I like it or not. But did I get my pawn back? It does look like I got my pawn back, but not really, unfortunately. I did not really get my pawn back. I'm not attacking anything with that. Oh man, I really can't get away with anything here. I can't get away with anything. My pawn is pinned. Getting ripped to shreds by Lara because I misplayed the Black Mardemer gambit. All right. We're going to need a very serious moment of truth. For what it's worth. A very serious moment of truth. Do I have anything in this position? I'm down a piece for a pawn. Prevent the incursion of the rook, if that's possible. Egads, folks. I'm getting massively, massively tortured here. So many great stories this morning as I was listening to the Perpetual Chess Podcast. Walking alone, streets are empty. The only thing I know is from London to Saigon. OMG. Do I have anything here? Do I have any? Arg! And I am pinned. Lara, beast mode. 3 in a row. She earned a turkey. Yeah, I've been following Thorsten's Instagram. I saw him on last Thursday. And his girlfriend is there. One of my former teammates, Mike Yednak. I think he's out. I think he lost in the 3rd round. Mike Yednak. He's an aspiring pro. I was considering playing in the U.S. Open. If it comes relatively close again, it was in Atlantic City the last time. U.S. Open 9-ball 2022 is October 10th to the 15th. No, it's the same weekend as TwitchCon. It's Columbus Day weekend. It is the perfect weekend in Atlantic City. And it is the same weekend as TwitchCon. All right, how do I do both? U.S. Open, TwitchCon. There's our sub goal. Yeah, the Derby City is around Martin Luther King Day weekend. It's usually like the 3rd or 4th week in January, depending on how many weekends there are in January. Is that correct? You're going to make me Google that one too? Just open this one. Derby City Classic. We're all talking 9-ball and pool, by the way. Derby City 2023. It is January 20th to the 28th. 8 days in January, right at the end. I was correct. Namaste, Pegasus. Egads, I'm going to have to rephrase you, sir. Legend. I wonder if Legend is still set up. I think it's set up for Ron.
New message for you.
I think I have to update it with your Beast Mode supported subs. I think he actually passed me now in gifted subs. Only because I've been gifting them anonymously lately, of course. I've been trying to keep my numbers from going up. Good morning, Randir 2007. How are you? Whoops. Let's work our way back to the team. Master Chess Dojo, Rapid and Classical, Sandipan Chanda's birthday. Here we go. What about Gibraltar? If we ever have enough viewers, if we have more than 20 viewers, I will do a poll on a destination. And I am committed to Gibraltar Chess Festival 2023. Battle of the Sexes, January 3rd. January 23rd. So that's at the same time as the Derby City Classic. What is up with these people? Right? That's Gibraltar Chess. Pegasus has not lost his standing in the... Wait a minute, they should both be rock stars in that statement. I have to edit it later. Commander. I think that's a song reference. Commander. Boy George. I can't remember the name of his group. There was some more on that. I guess that indicates where I've been. So I have more of a chance of getting to see Eriquito at a billiards event. Probably Vegas, the BCA Nationals in February 3rd. How about Reykjavik? Reykjavik is March 29th to April 4th, which does not coincide well for me at all. The Gibraltar and the Derby City Classic overlap each other, I believe. You don't go out of town to play pool. Stop coming to hard times. Zephyr playing Ishmael. Right now, Zephyr seems to be up at night. White has the possibility of being active. That's the only choice. That's an automatic decision in my book. I might have played... Yeah, I guess if you want to win, that might have been forced. I thought he was going to play h6 to undermine all the pawns. but he can't allow a passed pawn like that. Let's see, did this come out of a Queen's Indian? It did come out of an accelerated Queen's Indian. See, this is a typical one where I'm not entirely positive that the accelerated Queen's Indian is good against the London. We will have to get Zephyr's response on this. 2 weeks left to play over the board again. Nice. 3 deep, 18. Hold on here. English. I need it in English. Lars Carlson, Thomas Ernst, Pia Cramling is playing. Is that true? And the Lidköping Open? The 27th and 28th of August. I tell you what, if my finances recover, and namaste Pegasus, that was huge. My finances, by the way, as a teacher at the end of summer have waned. With my daughters going back to school, or my youngest daughter going back to school, with my traveling over the summer, this is the time when I get a little bit tighter because there's not as much to do. I did do the World Open as well. That was a hefty expense. So the 4 Grandmasters that are playing in that tournament, Pia Cramling's husband, Juan Ballon, Pia Cramling herself, wow, they're both rated the same. She's actually higher rated than Juan Ballon. We can take him, Pegasus. Thomas Ernst is also 23 and change. You got adopted? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll check that out. Check that later. Was that your 10th loss? No way. Ulf Anderson? You're kidding. This is just a weekend tournament, right? The 27th and 28th. How far is this from you? Wait. It is 2022. That's crazy. All right, Professor Unknown. We're returning to the Carl Khan, by the way. We're returning to the Carl Khan for practicality's sake, just because the Carl Khan wins. It looks like I'm playing the main line. I'm playing the main line by accident. My opponent has walked into knight f3. Do I want to give up the e5 square or don't I? Or can I hold on to the e5 square appropriately? Oh, I gotta be careful. He could play h3. I would get stream sniped. I have a refueled passion for chess because last night I won aka Nemsko's Flex Friday. I dominated Nemsko's Flex Friday like you would not believe. It was pretty cool, I have to admit. You are. So I played a game, maybe I'll show it later, from her on her stream. I showed one of my memorable games. Yeah, that's my problem with the accelerated Queen's Indian defense. It's not necessarily my first choice, but it will work because you have Bishop A6. You have to hold out with Bishop A6 to get rid of the bishop on D3. You're gonna have to. You're trying not to tip your hand that you're playing B6. At the same time, now I am torn. I should be playing rook to B8, B5, B4 as part of the minority attack. Yeah, I should have moved my queen last move. I should have moved my queen last move. So really? Now I'm just going to step away. I literally am just going to step away because the weak dark squares. This gives me the chance to attack on the king side if they take, because then I get to play king to G7. And the white squared bishop is gone. The dark squares are weak. And now I do want to attack on the king side, though. I certainly do want to attack on the king side. Uh-oh. My opponent is now getting into a spot of trouble.
Do it!
Let's see how well my king can withstand this assault. Thank you, Ismail, for the just do it. We gotta do this. Wow. My opponent sacrificed a piece. I believe. Oh, maybe they didn't sacrifice a piece. But let's see how the sacrifice of a piece works out, one way or the other. I admit that I am getting shish kebabbed here quite well by the pawns. I don't have a choice, but we still have mating options. Yes. Not entirely positive that was the shot, but we'll see. Is there a back rank problem? I don't know. I feel like there should be a back rank problem. I'm only afraid that there is not a back rank problem. Does he have another check? I'm coming home. There is a back rank problem of sorts. I get to return the material. If I return the material in the right way, there's a major back rank problem. I'm looking at knight takes d4 in certain circumstances. Yeah, I was considering this without that. Empty hearts and neon lights. Let's see if we can get his queen to go off sides. We are offering the material back. But at what cost? We have rook to c2 options. We didn't have rook to c2 options last move, by the way. Yes, yes. I don't have a choice. Alright, material's equal, so it's going to get exciting. It's going to get exciting, folks. Uh-oh. Can I get away with this? I can.
Check.
And I have to say for king. I think Ron is higher rated than me by a bit. I don't want to waste no time. Instead of rook f8, just queen h1, king f2, queen e1, king e1, g1 equals queen. Thank you so much, Italian machine. You're absolutely correct. I was trying to mate, though. I was trying to get both queens. I was trying for a rook takes f3. Interestingly enough. You know what? This was actually the best square for it. This was actually the best square to create an outside pass pawn. I was a little worried about my king's safety, but I'm not going to accomplish anything without forcing the trade of queens. Now we have to pick up his passed pawn. With a series of maneuvers. Can I? Oh no. C'est la vie. I don't have a draw button, by the way. So what did I miss? Now we should be in an endgame table base. So only queen g4 is losing, right? I didn't have anything here. C'est la vie. I missed Italian Machines. Are you still streaming? Are you streaming an Italian Machine? I feel like the Italian Machine, before I go nuts, I've run into everybody that I thought was streaming is more or less retired from streaming. Right? Are you retired as well, Italian Machine? I definitely remember catching you streaming at one time or another. I have the easiest time with Spanish and Italian as languages because I took French, Spanish, and Spanish in high school and college. What is Sri Deep? One and a half? Not bad, though. I don't know it well, but I can understand it. So when I watch the streamers, if they're not talking too fast, like if they're talking like the football commentator, I have no chance. You are... Let's see, I'm still testing my theory here. I'm going with the Maroxy bind. I told myself that I was going to go with the Maroxy bind. Let's see how well our theory is. Oh no! Dudovich.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
There's a weakness.
Been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
So we have two weaknesses now. We have Queen D2. We have the pawn on D6, the pawn on H6. They will become very uncomfortable in short order. In general, in the Dragon, Shrideep, you don't really ever want to play the move E5 or E6 unless E6 is really preparing D5. The latest Perpetual Chess podcast by Ben Johnson is quite amazing, I have to admit.
You can be me, and I drink all the time, 'cause we're lovers, and that is a fact.
Where are you headed?
Yeah, we're lovers.
I think I have to give you a temporary nudge.
Will keep us together.
And now we're going to go for it because that queen is very awkwardly placed. Just to say. Whoa. I am so torn on this one. I'm just going to take a very quiet approach here. Wow, maybe I should have gone the other way. I should have gone the other way. Knight to B6. Yeah, I should have gone the other way. And taken the open file. Basically, I should have gone with Knight C4 the first time, Knight to B6, Rook A5, and then Rook to C1, and just taken over the open file. Now, on the other hand, my opponent gets a chance to almost trap his Rook. Piece coordination is really what it's all about. Hydrate. Thank you, Arav B. Absolutely. I appreciate it, buddy. Did the sound alert not work? Hold the phone. Although I don't see it having been redeemed yet. This is what I was talking about with the possibility of should I play bishop to b5 first? That probably would have been best. I'm really off today. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many good moves in this position. Should I go this way and go after the e5 pawn?
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in this moment.
Yes, I am going after that pawn. Uh-oh. That's interesting. It was a self-pin. And it is going to get worse, apparently, for these two rooks. Always improving the worst placed piece. Where do you go? I am so torn on whether or not I want to capture this way or that way. How about if we don't capture at all? We just keep limiting the rook. That seems like it's best. Alright, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the king to come a little closer so that I can check.
Check. Check.
Had a feeling we had something. Could have seen it in your eyes. Took a second, but I'm right here, waiting for you with open arms. How about you coming closer? We can do my place.
Hello there.
Maybe we can try
Welcome to the stream, Mr. Sound Alerts himself. Looks like this should be fatal. No, you didn't see the threat. Oh, maybe it's not a threat. Maybe you're okay. Maybe I'm just going to batten down the hatches for a moment. How about that? All right, now the moment of truth. It does look like it should be made. Mate by pawns? No, it's mate by rooks.
Victory.
It was a tough position. It was a tough position, 3D. Arav B, I wonder if you are the other 3D. So where did I start the day? I just need to do this quick assessment. I was late for the first round. Nothing I could do about that. So I started at 2165. And I'm only on the bottom end of the Dow. Oh, the regular 3 deep is Arav. So this is one of those tough things, you know, like my name is John, right? And John is easily one of the most common American names. I had 5 Johns in my classroom, I believe, when I was in elementary school. There were 5 Johns. We had a McMahon, we had a Childers, we had a Miller, Don Miller, we had, I can't remember the other John, but it was just like there were Johns everywhere because of John F. Kennedy. Now, what is the reason for all of the Aravs? Is Arav a popular name? At least yours is spelled a little differently, or you chose to Arav. Aryav. Is there a particular person that influenced most of the names? That's what I'm asking. What do we have? We have 24 in this arena. That's insane. Immediately after this, we will do a simul for this particular dojo because we're going to advertise this on the weekends. And I will set a time for the weekly arenas as well. There is no substitute for playing. I have to look up Lara Lara. Lara Lara seems to be a student, part of the Catalan Girl Squad. Lara Lara, are you in Barcelona? San Sebastian. I don't even know if Lara Lara is with us. But Lara Lara is kicking butt, and I'm so happy to have her. If she's old enough to be a co-streamer, all she has to do is submit her application. Where in the world is Conte de Luna these days, I wonder? Is he still in... Hold on, I'm drawing a blank on where he was the last time. I'm short of checking my WhatsApp messages. Aww. Not in the top 10 anymore. Well, that's the way it goes. Conte de Luna and Pegasus are battling it out. 2 knights versus a rook. I'm not sure how useful this is without having some preparation. The preparation we needed here on that particular note was knight e6 and possibly g5. I might have broken through with knight f6 and g5. Because if we get the 2 pawns, we may be onto something. Fortunately, now these knights might be tied down to each other. They can be skewered, perhaps. So I would have played, perhaps, rook to a5 and had them tied down to each other, even though this one looks pretty threatening. Then rook to... oh, but now they're tied down to each other without doing it. That was Black's opportunity to play f6 and g5. Black had a chance to anchor his knight. Because right now they're not anchored, and they're a little bit of a weakness. Because now they're redundant. The 2 knights have to guard each other, and neither of them can move, and they can't be attacked. So I was, if I were only interested in a draw in that particular position, I would just move back and forth. Is there a tactic on f1 if you move back and forth? Maybe f5, f4 would be suitable enough, but now Ron Hay looks like he's in trouble on many fronts. Is it that move? Uh-oh. This could be a problem. Or is it a problem? That is the question. Now soon it's going to be 2 pieces. Wow. Well, the pawn's no longer being taken with check in this case. So we can choose to repeat once and switch knights. Oh, wow. Even though I think Black was very close to winning that at that moment. Black was certainly very close to winning that.
Check.
That was not close. I'm a commander. Commander Bond. Again, thank you for the hydrate earlier. Who do I think will come in the top 3 in the tournament? My guess would be Grandmaster Lars Carlson from Rockeden, and Pia Cramling will be in the top 3. I'm still looking at this tournament at the end of the month. I am so jealous. My family might kill me if I go to this instead of going to a chess tournament because they want me to go to a family event. But I planned on playing on Atlanta on that weekend myself already. Hotel special price, 2022. Okay, Google. Let me take this out for a moment. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. I'm not getting nothing out of you, huh? Nothing. I'm not getting anything. The 2500? There's a 2500? Kava Commander. I didn't realize that. I somehow think that I won against him the last time we played. From Brazil. I've never been to India, and I would have certainly gone to Chennai, but my family was slightly concerned about COVID/crowds, new variants, things like that. Plus, school year is starting just now. I start teaching next week, and who knows? I can't go to a country and then not be certain that I'm going to make it back. Right? That would suck. 690 Swedish kroner to dollars.
690 Swedish kroner equals $67.61.
Wow. That is cheap. That is very, very cheap. Now, airfare. $150 meters from the playing venue. The player hotel and the Edward Hotel. I can't believe Pegasus has me thinking about this. My problem is that will I be able to stream? I've had so many difficulties streaming from foreign locations, you know? Step by step. Alright, last game up. Viper. Only 2 more moves left in this, unfortunately. There are only 2 more moves left. I need the address of the hotel. From Gothenburg, I can drive aha, here we go. I just click on flights. from JFK. Let's get back to our tournament. The 15-hour flight for a weekend tournament. Gothenburg, 1,200 round trip. You'd think that Linköping would be very close to Lidköping. All right, Ismail. We're off. Ten rating points away from returning to the scene. I don't think I'm supposed to play Bishop G4 here, but I don't like knight e5. I've been flying from town to town. Well, that's interesting. Bishop to G3. Yeah, he adjusted, unfortunately. Do I want to do this again? No, I had a terrible experience earlier. My bishop belongs on E7. And I do want to bring my bishop back to G6 to exchange off their good bishop. And I do want to discover on the bishop on H4 with my knight and ease the problems in the center. And we will get the minority attack going this time. Just another day. Let's get moving. The minority attack, let's just get moving. And I that is a fact. Nothing keep us together. We can be in time. I don't want to justify those two knights tied up to each other, right? I love those two knights being tied up to each other. They're such good buddies. This is one of the reasons why rook to c8 is often played. So the knight is tied down to g5. The f4 square is about to be bothered as well. I don't have any good way of defending my bishop on e7 so easily should it be attacked. I'm not a big believer in him getting the open file either. That bishop is a little bit of a pesky annoyance. Can't believe I lost to the the exchange variation earlier. This is war. This, gentlemen, is war. The king is caught in the center. He has no safe place, so I guess that's a small consolation. Interesting. That is not at all what I was expecting. You know what? I am still curious. Very, very, very curious. Yes. And now for something completely different. Some relocation.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me.
Now, is this about peace play or is it not? I don't know. We're going to know in just one moment, though.
It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming to focus.
Now, I feel like
It's in these moments.
I want to keep this knight. Right? So queen to c7. Knight takes c6. Bishop takes h2.
Oh, I got lost on a winding road in the dark of night with the stars aglow. Heaven's up above, got me below as I head to you like the river flows. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes
Whoa, dude.
taste so sweet.
This is not a wise decision because my king is still safer.
It's in these moments. It's in these moments. It's in these moments. It's in
Check. Check.
It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see.
Check.
It's in these moments.
Check.
Had a feeling we had something.
Que pasa?
Seen it in your eyes. Took a second, but I'm right here, waiting for you with open arms. How about you coming closer?
Check.
We can do my place.
Check.
Maybe we can drive.
Oh no! I hallucinated. I hallucinated I was getting my knight to c4 through the X to the other thing. Very nicely done, Ismail. I should have recaptured. The attack was still there. I should have recaptured. There was no reason to sack the rook. Yeah, there was no reason to sack that rook. Yeah, bishop g4 is not thought to be the best move, by the way. I'm supposed to play knight c6 and wait. But I like the dynamics. Oh, queen to b6 is the other move. I bet that's the move that I'm supposed to be playing. No. Knight c6, c3, bishop f5. Of course. I don't need to play bishop g4 and play this maneuver when I can put my bishop on f5 right away. That's the whole problem with this line. I've been playing this thing very nonchalantly for too long. Quicksilver versus Ron. Did Ron take care of poor Quicksilver? No! Good job, Ron. Ron made it any person's tournament. I'm relegated to the second place. Can I recover? We're only 5 rounds in, and I am...
Just do it!
That's awesome. There's a longer just do it that I have to actually think about putting in. So 1,400 plus entry fee and expenses. That's what it's going to cost me. 1,400 plus entry fee and expenses to get to this tournament in Sweden on the 28th, 27th, and 28th. Chess with Ovi, namaste. You are. I mean, it's really close to Gothenburg. I could even play some poker in Gothenburg. Doji. Dodgy. How do I pronounce that? You joined late, but you got in. Did you get in? Got in. Just in time, because I think round 4 is the cutoff. I can let you in if you'd like. This is your chance. There's one game going. All right, now you can get in. If you want to get in, Dodgy, this is your chance. I made it 11 rounds for 1 round only. Let me know when you're in. Because I have to put it back. There. Well. Did Dodgy get in? I can't remember his name. I have to keep track of your usernames. Excellent. I am changing it back to 9. I've done this for others before. but I would only change it to 11 rounds for 1 round only. 27. Namaste. Lawrence, of course. I knew that. And where are you from, Doji Doji? Originally my guess was Germany. USA? Any particular state? We have Eriquito from Sacramento. We have Ezrin, who just got a sub from Alaska. I'm in New York City. As far as the United States is concerned, it's large. Ishmael is in Turkey, I believe. Texas, awesome. So, my 2 favorite places in Texas are Grapevine. Do I remember your name, Shrideep? Hold on, let me just look at the top of the table. Shrideep. Hold on, maybe not at the top of the table. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. Shrideep was Rayon ship. Rayon Shrideep. Or was it? No, I apologize. I got my Shrideeps crossed. Hold the phone. Shrideep, I believe, is... This is the tricky part. Shrideep, I think, was Aryav SP. No?
Ready.
Because we were having a discussion about Aryav. Then I got my Shrideep's Arav being a popular name. Now, is there an impetus behind the name Arav being so popular? It's like the Indian equivalent of John. Maybe Michael. Michael is even more popular. So I'm trying to think of a more popular name than Arav. War Cop? No! Let's check on him. He really isn't around. He really has left the building. We can look up War Cop. I could use this opportunity. Open China. Let's see if we can figure out where War Cop is from. Any guesses? It has to be the most prevalent club experience. This seems like... I mean, this is harder than GeoGuessr. Trying to figure out where these names are from. Is he one of the founding members of this? I don't have ours public, by the way. Unless you join, you can't see our dojo.
Do it! Just
Namaste.
do it!
Did he come? They've got a lot of members. Good for them.
Ready.
Namaste for the just do it. Now there was another way of saying Shri Deep. There was another way of saying namaste, like Vankanan, Vanakanan, namaste. Vanakanan namaste. Am I saying it right? I don't know that I am. Well, this doesn't help me with tiebreak points if my opponent is really in that situation that he is so far out of it that he's dropped out. He played one game against BM47 and left. The integrity of the tournament requires that you try your best in all rounds. It is very important that you try your best in all rounds because it affects everyone's tie breaks and whatnot, not just mine. Like BM47 could use your, well, he's not getting any tie breaks from you, but in general, if you win against someone, you get all of their points as a tie break. If you draw with them, what is Pegasus up to here? Checking out this game. Rook versus pawn on the fourth. Well, black wins that because that's set up reversed. However, if the pawn's on g5 and the king is on g6, now we have a battle. I believe that black still wins if that's g6 and g5 that the white pawn and the white king are on, if anyone's looking at those. Oh no! Sorry to hear that. Oh, he made it! We're gonna play the Nimzo Indian a la what I was discussing with Really? This is interesting. Let's avoid the exchange if we can. I can't avoid the exchange, as it turns out, that easily. Just in case he's planning on going to b5 with his knight. Walking alone, the streets are empty. Only thing I can see is my own silhouette. Alright, I think we have to weaken his pawns, right? As much as I hate to do it. Now we start a little bit of a minority attack to break up the Yankees over there. Whoa. Is he getting the 7th rank? But we have more weaknesses now. Not a huge fan of some of these weaknesses that Can I go for that one as well? Let's go for that one as well. I've been flying from town to town. Let's grab the space. So is the queen comfortable? Let's see if the queen is comfortable where it is. Well, that was interesting.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Can I restrict this knight? Or is knight to d5 going to be a bother? I don't know.
You'll be king. Though nothing will drive them away, we can beat them just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day.
What? Did I really fall for that? Oh, man.
You can be me.
Alright. It's become a sacrifice.
I drink all the time, 'cause we're lovers, and that is a fact. Yeah, we're lovers, and that is that.
So now, did I win a pawn out of the deal earlier?
Though nothing will keep us together, we could steal time
Just for one day.
we can be heroes
Heroes.
forever.
Forever.
We can be heroes.
Be heroes.
What do you say?
check,
We could be heroes. Whoa.
check,
We could be heroes.
Oh, thank you, hon.
I'll bring the new meals up here. New meals and you'll come down in there.
Okay,
I will be
sounds good. Oatmeal, strawberries, sesame seeds, Granola, thank you.
Yes.
All right, moment of truth time. Is queen to e5 a threat? That is the question.
check,
That was a check. However, all right, moment of truth. Rook takes check. Rook checks. And mate. Rook takes check. King must take. Rook checks. King back. That's mate.
check, check,
This leads to a different mate.
check,
Oh man, maybe it doesn't lead to mate. Help! Maybe I should have played. Oh, I can't go that far. All right, so I didn't work it out completely. More Puzzle Rush, everybody. I'm more thinking about my granola. Or my grits.
check,
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed.
Oh no!
The sunrise and the golden view. Walking
That's so hysterical, right?
you lose, check,
So what did I miss? So in this particular position, did I ever have it?
check,
I never had it. I want to work it out this way first. Or should I have prepared it? I probably could have prepared it with h5, maybe? Could I prepare it with h5? Let's take a look. Whoop. Hold on, I wanted to see that again. Eric Ito's battling it out. That was so bizarre.
Oh, I got lost on a winding road in the dark of night with the stars aglow. Heaven's up above, got me
So h6 would have been good. No? Yes? Maybe so?
walking slowly in the mountains underneath the
Turn off the opening book here. And if queen takes h6, that was a trap, right? Yeah. Yep, that was what I needed to do. Wow. So I actually I did have enough of an attack almost to draw. But the moment I played Queen H5, it was over. So all I had to do was play Rook to B2. So the attack was correct. Blind Bandit, welcome back. You were in the Simul the other day, or at least you had tried to be in the Simul the other day. I can't remember if we got a chance to play. Yeah, you joined late. You have a half out of one. And it's still not winning. Can't believe I sacked my knight. I had to sack my knight. Arakito versus Zephyr. It's all right. It's on your record now. You're gonna improve on this performance. Dodgy dodgy. Basically, the purpose is that every single day or every tournament, you schedule it on your calendar to play this particular one every time and then improve on your performance against the same players. Then you can study as though we were in a club. Not unlike it being in a local club where they don't necessarily need to know you from the local tournaments. You can prepare your openings accordingly. And I don't play the same openings all the time, so therefore you'll get a little bit more experience. Alright, I play a few openings. If you play the same opening every time, like the London, I might play the same opening. Can I dig myself off of page 2? Or is this going to be the worst tournament ever for me? Someone asked me the other day how I stay calm and collected when I lose a game. But I don't really see the point in getting upset. I don't see the point in getting emotional. You have to maintain your... I'm going to stay with E4. My E4 results are certainly more volatile. I'm going with the traditional line because I have an entire book on Bishop G5. The tournament has started. There's only one round. There are 2 rounds left. It's a Swiss system, which makes it a little bit trickier. Yeah, I got a 5. I know if Blind Bandit had gotten their move earlier, then we would have been good. It's very difficult to enter the tournament past the halfway mark. So you have to enter before or about round 5. I believe you can enter before round 5. But definitely put it in your calendar for the reminder. Make sure you join this particular dojo if you didn't get the notice. And that way I'll send out the notifications earlier. And we have a pretty darn good community. Good luck, RJA. I believe RJA might be from India as well. I'm an old school person, even though everybody plays Bishop D3 these days. All the theory behind the knight sacrifice on D5 and all of that. I apologize, RJA. UK. So we're playing a version of the version of the Gothenburg variation. I don't think you're supposed to play that way, by the way. Oh, you do have that. So maybe you can play it this way. Maybe not. Maybe you can't play it this way. I think you had to play Knight H7 first. But we're going to find out. I'm going to look this up, though, RJA. The old Brown variation. Well, I mean, it's the Gothenburg variation with G5. But yes. I don't know about the Brown variation versus 10 G4, though. The Brown variation is against Bishop D3 on the 10th move. I feel like there's a sacrifice coming in here. I don't know which one is worth more at the moment. In the calmness of prosperity, we are going to think about just preserving our H-bond. Where does the knight go? This was a little bit of an elaborate trap on the knight because of the coordination of the pieces. It looks like castling avoided it, but the knight still has no squares. Yes. Can I sack this way? I'm a little worried, to say the least, but this is thematic, right? It is thematic, but is it necessary thematic? Seven wins, 3 draws. Good work, sir. Yeah, we'll go for it. I always like that lyric. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. And now for something completely different. I don't like my queen getting checkmated, though. I really wanted to bring my queen back and across. We're going to just have to play it by ear now. I love that is one of my favorite emotes. I used to refer to it as the Squid Games. It doesn't quite come out as well on the, does not quite come out as well on the...
Check.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
This is a problem.
The storms we chase are leading us.
Check.
And love is all we'll ever trust.
Unless my opponent blunders, then it's less of a problem. It's still a problem, mind you. It's just less of a problem.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on finding life along the way.
Huh.
Melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around
Check.
these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Check.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Walking alone, streets are empty.
Only thing I
Gave you strong, step by step.
Clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town.
Desperately trying to get the activity I need for one particular goal, and that is not to lose. Grind like a grandmaster in progress. Monty Python for the win. I don't remember if Blind Bandit told me where he was from or not, but this is very interesting. This might actually be very interesting.
Check.
Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to
Check.
listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any
I was very lucky, RJA. I can only apologize.
Check.
I was very lucky. Grind like David Howell. Was I a full piece down in that variation? Oh, that was horrible. That variation is one of the reasons why I gave up. Why I gave up the Night Orb. I just couldn't study the Night Orb and become a better chess player at the same time. We are heroes tonight, yeah. All right. So now,
London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
do I dare? Very annoying. Trying to recall.
I will be queen.
And you will be king.
Though
Nothing
will drive them away. We can beat them
just for one day.
we can be heroes.
Just for one day.
Check.
This is typical Nightorf randomness, I'm telling you. Absolutely, utterly typical Nightorf randomness.
You can be me. And
The Topolov variation, I forgot completely about it. What? Can you play that?
and that is a fact.
I don't know.
Yeah, we love her.
Babas.
Check.
That is that.
So if I take with the king, that would be in the spirit of the position, right?
We could steal time. Just
Just for one day, we can be heroes. We can be heroes. You say. It's amazing that I can still calculate.
Check.
For example, this is not chess, right? Does anybody believe that this is actually chess? This is craziness. That's what this is. Absolute, utter, bitter craziness. I think there's only one round after this. A long time ago, I tried 11 rounds to give more people more time to get in. Then it turned out that people would show up even later and then want to get in even later because it was 11 rounds. So ultimately, I just had to give it up. Nine rounds is a perfectly normal and acceptable norm event. Yes. You would think that this would be okay, right? But it's not.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see. It's in these moments.
And in typical Nightor fashion, yes, I'm hoping there will be a simul afterwards. Absolutely. Now what? I'm not averse to sacking the exchange if this knight is going to be worth it. Let's just take a quick peek here. Queen takes b2. Rook to d2 is what stops me, yeah? Fine. Fine, fine, fine.
check,
Yeah, it did look interesting. But sometimes you want to leave one for the history books. Oh, I see. It's a very cleverly thought out idea. Huh. Keep everyone tied down to everything. Well, we know what he's preparing now.
Had a feeling we had something. Could have seen it in your eyes.
Typical Najdorf randomness.
Better right here, waiting for you.
Absolute and utter typical Najdorf randomness.
Coming closer, we can do my place. Maybe we can try. Meeting up by 7, you'll be saying over, so it's guaranteed. I'll be forever thinking about you and me. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go.
3D 18.
Tell me what's
Thank you, buddy.
run your fingers down me,
Good to see you.
'cause you're in my head.
We never seem to finish our conversations, 3D. It's usually my fault, by the way. Not your fault. It's not you, it's me.
check,
Yes, that was to be expected. And now for something completely different. I first back to the start.
check,
No, don't hold back, take it far. Promise you the same, let the pleasure begin. How about you coming closer, we can do my place. Maybe we can try. Meeting up by 7, you'll be saying over, so it's guaranteed.
Whether I get G1
About you and me.
or whether I get
Go, I don't wanna let
a G1 looks like where I wanted to go, right?
run your fingers down me, so 'cause you're in my head.
check,
You are, 'cause you're in my head.
He can decoy me.
I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. Tell me what you want to know. Run your fingers down me, so 'cause you're in my head.
You are. Does this do anything? I don't know if that was entirely necessary. You always had queen to g5, right? And then we go for phase 2. Phase 2 is g1. Now, I love it when my students believe
Check. Check.
you did have a chance at king to g1 at the end there, by the way. King to g1 and then Zugzwang with rook to b1. Let's just take a look. King to g1. And then it would be Zugzwang, yeah. Just move over. Oh, maybe it would be interesting. Takes. Push. 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 Takes with check. Promotes. Not quite. Thank you, Chess with Ovi. Yes, indeed. Here we go. I have a date with a Viking. A very serious date with a Viking. Yeah, you missed rook c4 indeed. That was the shot. Najdorf craziness. Something on my screen so I can't read. The bar, perhaps. I'm going with e4 against Pegasus. Gotta take the Viking by the horns. I don't know why I'm entertaining this thought of going to Sweden for the wow, the open variation. So Alex Fishbein was one of the preeminent players in the open variation. And Yusupov and all of those guys back in the late 80s, Viganian, I think, maybe. Smyslov from 1952.
Do it! Just do it!
Ishmael. So now the moment of truth, right? Queen to b3. I mean, Queen takes b2, huh? Is that a real move? It looks good, I have to admit. That's some crazy theory you've got there. But I'm going to take the slightly better pawn structure with 2 pawn islands versus 3. And I'm going to cross my fingers that I am justified in my belief. The d5 pawn will be a lovely pawn in the future. Assuming I don't hang my queen like I did. In a roughly equal position. Hmm? I'm going to try to keep my pawn structure intact, eh? Yes. I still have better pawn structure until the pawns go away. Get rid of his better placed piece. Let's follow the thematics.
Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time.
Oh,
Yeah, I wanna run off and fly.
You lose.
ah, Ron. I'm not letting you do any favors for me there. Ah,
Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home.
rook to b1, rook to c1, anything. Let's check the theory on that line, Ron, while we're at it. I love the idea of queen to b8. You know what? That's a new move to me. It is not a new move. You gods. I've just not been paying attention to the theory. That's crazy. If it's good enough for Hikaru Nakamura, it should be good enough for me, right? I hold my rook on a1. It is an old move. I just haven't been studying. You're absolutely right, it's an old move. I have not been studying. Is this from the Grandmaster Repertoire series? Who did that book, by the way? On the open variation of the Ruy Lopez. Remember there was a Grandmaster Repertoire book? I think it was number 8? Played when I was 17 years old. Yeah, you were in the same generation. I believe you're in the same generation. It was Alex Fishbone. Not on b to d2, queen a7. Got it. Jeffrey Zhang and Francois Levay. And I hung my rook. Checkmate is now unavoidable. It's the chess.com mate. And they make you play every last move. Just in case you don't see queen takes knight at the end. This is the Howl attack, eh? Who's playing the Howl attack? Are you playing the Howl attack or am I playing the Howl attack? Yep. So queen a5 was the move I didn't see. I was looking to try to guard this pawn so that I could move this rook. I didn't bother to do my candidate move process. Now I can move the rook. And now I can play rook d2. This was actually not unlike what I've envisioned. I just didn't look at all the rook maneuvers to get to this point, but knight to d4 was what I was planning on after a move like rook to d2. That's crazy. I'm putting this into my study for the white rep 1e4. Reload. Conte de Luna and Eriquito. Eriquito is fighting for Ron the Viking. Are we going to do a simul? Yes, but I do need to get some refreshments. I do need to refresh my coffee. This guy is amazing. Ron Hay is amazing. Ron Hay. I guess I should use the proper Scandinavian pronunciation. Ron Hay.
See the horizon, turn us to
And Ron added to the viewer studies, if I can find it. What? How many studies do I have? Do I have that many studies that I can't even find my studies? Let's put it in the viewer studies. Ron Hay. Got it. Still a very tight battle. Chanda only needs a draw to win the tournament. This is pretty incredible, right? All right, now the warmer is turned off. There may be a surprise in store in this particular position. It does look like white has an initiative. Let's get that pawn moving. Quick! That was an automatic decision. Eriquito has to walk very, 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 very lightly here. I don't know if that was the move. Interestingly enough, it could be the move. The crowd is getting their money's worth out of this position. Unfortunately, there's that. Earlier, I think that the bishop could have barnacled, but we had to actually assume control of this open file as well while we're at it. That's what I assumed. The other move that I was looking at in this position here was possibly playing bishop to f3 so that you can threaten everything first. Let's take a quick peek at that. Chanda, well-deserved first place. Yeah, Continental Luna should not give up on b3. Even though I'm not a huge fan of b3 as white, he knows it better than anyone else. But right back here, hold on, right about here, I was looking at, instead of going behind the pawn, possibly playing rook to e4 for some counterplay. That doesn't work. So it claims that you're okay. And now bishop e6. Aha! I wanted to shut down the file in an aggressive manner. But yeah, that's the big difference. Bishop e6 versus... Good games, everyone. That was very impressive. I don't get my accolades anymore. But Continental Luna, whoop whoop. Certainly one of the beast mode participants in the dojo over time. Congratulations. Continental Luna's back. There was a time when he ruled. It's spelled slightly differently from Twitch to... I know he has family and all of that, but he can't always make it. We got a great chance to hang out and talk in Dubai, the last World Championship cycle. Who would have known, Continental Luna, that it would have been the last Magnus Carlsen World Chess Championship that we would see? Who would have known, right? Yes, absolutely. Hold on here. Let me just click on... Arakito finished higher. This is the easiest way to bring it up. My board is a little small because I was doing work yesterday. I forgot to even enlarge it. So we have a very unusual line against the Grand Prix attack. I have never seen knight f6 before. Was that him asking earlier? Pegasus. Well, okay. I like it. Now, can we just take on e5? Yeah, you're just better here. Yeah, absolutely. Is that true that you're slightly worse in every line? The line that I play is with e6 and knight on g to e7, the Fischer-Sadie line, basically the line that started it all with the reversed English. So, for example, I play the main line. I'm just going to check. I think white is worse. Let's say that they play bishop to b5, white is worse. If they play bishop to c4, white is worse. Basically, all this theory, it really doesn't matter. Whether we take it that way or we take it the other way. Now, if they try something else, we could even go f takes e6 because I like the pawn sack variation. Like when white castles, you get to play d5 straight away. Just punch him right in the schnoz. Oh no, not chess with Owie. Where's my mod to help out? And we have to I'm gonna hold on here. Do you want to see your game with War Cop? Chess with Ovi. That's so weird. Isn't that the same game that we played, Chess with Obi? Warcop played the same exact variation against me. I will definitely look at it. Yeah, so I disagree, Eric, that all the lines are worse for black. I think I've been playing that for years without having the assessment of the computer, and I always thought that black was doing well. This line is very enterprising, though, if it is yours. I'm off for cycling. I don't mind if you lurk. Thank you so much, Darkblade. Cheers, man. Yeah, we are going to do a simul. We are going to get some more training in. We are here to become better at this bloody game, whether we like it or not. Wow. I was looking at Bishop 8-6, but I like this move too. Was Bishop 8-6 even a possibility? It was. It's all pretty good for black, I have to admit. Bishop 8-6, King E1. And then you still have the king in the center and just Bishop D7, yeah. I'm sure he's not going to be happy. I like Bishop 8-6. It's much easier to play to me than to invite this knight into the center of the board, but maybe you know what you're doing. Queen D4 is more clear. And we always can bail out with a win here if we wanted to. Knight takes D3 is probably the simplest. Too bad we don't have Bishop F5. But okay, Bishop D7. Devastation. Rook E8 check. Get all the pieces into the game. Ah. This is a hard move to find. So in this particular position, Bishop to B5 was better. Or at least easier to play. Because C4 isn't possible. After Rook check, we have less or fewer chances to keep the thing going. But we could even win with... yeah, again... Bishop to B5 probably needs to be played because this king is getting shish kebab, right? Bishop D4 instead of Queen A6 also, yeah.
Check.
Instead of Queen A3, you mean? Wow, it got really unclear really fast. So just because we didn't see, like Bishop 8-6 to me is a more natural way of keeping the king in the center. I don't like going for these unnecessary complications. Getting back to the Perpetual Chess podcast though, he talks about Korchnoi changing his style several times throughout his life. Korchnoi changed his styles for the better or for the worse, depending on how he felt. So he had a very crazy period where he went all out for the attack in many cases. Like, you're just winning here. This is a winning endgame, so I would be simplifying. I'm not sure what we're doing here, but I would be simplifying. It's just too dangerous. Wow. That's so brutal. You just let it get out of control with the with the complications, man. Well, it's also a little bit of mood. That was absolutely crazy. Chess with Obi wanted to look at his game with Warcop. And it was the same line that I played. Just to let everybody know that I lost to Warcop. I just want a refresher. I lost to Warcop here, back to back, he had white, right? So just because Chess with Ovi and I played exactly the same way, only different. And I was better. I was clearly better all the way through until I wasn't. That's how it works, right? Queen to b3, I was black. This was enterprising. It sort of worked out. I was just winning all the way through against Warcop until I wasn't. So rook to c2 was the move. That's all I wanted to see. We're going back to look at Warcop versus Chess with Ovi. Same opening. It's definitely a specialty of his. Gonna flip the board to look at it from our perspectives. Same idea. Oh no, this is a different idea. So Chess with Ovi, against me, he played e3. So he had the chance to change his style from there. It is a slightly better line. They're all dead zeros. The black is equalized. It doesn't mean it's a draw, by the way. I know nothing about being better until I'm not. It's one of my favorite expressions. It's along with the attendance. When someone wanted to take attendance when I was in the theater company and we were on the stage and someone would answer, all of the people that are here are all of the people that are here. And I'm like, that's pretty accurate for attendance keeping. So how did we get this much worse? 1 second here. Because we were doing fine. We're almost clearly worse when that position arises. And now we're lost. Oh, we're not lost. We're definitely clearly worse. Yeah, all of the people that are here are all of the people that are here. So A6, I mean A3, instead of being more productive. A3 is always a waste of time, honestly. In general, A3 never really accomplishes anything other than letting the opponent do what they were going to do. Whether they were going to get the bishop back in the game or take the knight anyway, A3 just gives them a free pass. So white misses his chance to open up the f-file and give chances to the two bishops, as well as further opportunities to shove this pawn and give the knight the d5 square. That's really the key, is that you want to be able to shove this at the right moment in order to give the knight this square, or to have the permanent strategic advantage of a protected passed pawn in the endgame. And that's probably why we're clearly lost. But something happened along the way. Another A3 move. 1 question mark, 2 question marks. Oh no! We do need to simplify. I know you don't want to give up the 2 bishops, but your knights rule supreme here. So the opponent doesn't want to open up lines for his bishop. Interesting. Warcop, are you here? Was e5 really a problem? Let's see. Yeah, e5 I guess was the ultimate problem. Locking it up when you didn't need to. and keep the tension in a variety of ways. I'm always drawn and attracted to the Kasparov idea of playing for b5. Not in this position, but to prepare it. I love the idea of destructing this pawn structure, not unlike how you have the structure of white pawns there, and then you attack it with pawns on b6 and a5, and you try to undermine it. You try to, we'll call it sweeping the leg. You got to sweep the leg with b5. That way, going after the base of the pawn center, sweep the leg. And you locked up the center, and your bishop is still on the board. Traditionally, we play this Nimzo Indian to exchange our bishop, regardless of whether the knight recaptures and cripple his pawns. We don't always have to cripple his pawns. But now, we're definitely losing here. So how do we survive this? First things first, he doesn't open up the position toward our king, because he's got everything. When your opponent is underdeveloped, everyone, when they have all their pieces on the original squares, you should open up position and go after them before they have any pieces out. The only way you'll take advantage of being up a rook and a knight. This bishop's still sort of defending. Knight c7 is a trap. Knight c7, queen e7. If knight a8, bishop e3 check, and black is the one, and the black is the one who's attacking. So not knight e7 because of queen e7 and bishop e3 check, and game over. Dodgy, dodgy. You should have a Mr. Dodgy Dodgy merchandise in bright yellow and see if he can incur some wrath and free publicity. So what was better, e takes d? No, I gave a general thing. I didn't look at what the computer said. But in general, in this particular position, where was it? I was going to play for ideas of b5 with a6. So bishop d3. I like the fifth plan here, a6. With ultimately the plan of playing for b5. I don't know where our bishop is going to go yet. But I want to sweep the leg by attacking the base of the pawn chain with b5. That was my preferred plan. Again, you are underdeveloped, so it's possible that you might not want to open up the position, you know? But it does look pretty good. Knight on b to d7 also looks pretty good. Try to invite him to open up the position. But e takes d, perfectly reasonable. My first instinct was to break open the center this way. But yeah, you got it. You have 1,000 channel friends. Indeed. Now, something funny is about to happen. When white plays knight h5, the pendulum turns. He doesn't get his rooks into the action. After all, it looks like Bruce wants to play with a minority attack on that side of the board. Wow, what a turnaround. Hold on here, I've put my water down. So now, we're in Devastation Central here. But you didn't see the rook was hanging because you had this ghost image. You had the ghost image of the knight still protecting the rook. This hallucination happens in a lot of positions. And you still got it. Is that better? Knight takes e4 is just as good? Interesting. I like keeping the lines closed, honestly. I don't like this fanciness. Wow. What a move. Interference. Good move on your part. One way or the other. Oh, actually the best move. Craziness. I thought you were getting out of it with this move. I really did think you were getting out of it. But you are winning still. Okay. We don't have anything here. Uh-oh. Bishop d7. But first, rook h2. A word from our sponsor. Wait a minute now. That other threat is not a threat. Rook on a to g2 is a threat. Remember, you're up a piece. Your goal, your mission, whether or not you choose to accept it, is to get this bishop into the game. So all you really need to do, you're thinking about checkmating with a ladder mate, but you're forgetting that you have this piece down here. So all you really have to do is play your rook over with check, remove the defender of the center, and everything is falling. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, no, you have to look for the simplest possible plan. Even in this particular position, when you did this move, the king is on the f file, so I was looking at rook f4 first and foremost. Whether or not this pawn falls, whether or not that pawn falls, doesn't matter to me. I want to get the rooks off the board. He has very few chances to create a passed pawn. So anyway, you're concentrating on mate. You got the simplification. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you don't want to lose all your pawns? That seems like it's happening anyway, right? Oh, I'm so sad for you. I really am. I'm sad for both of you. I don't even know which is worse. Yeah, you could play king to g7, give up the bishop, and you just win. You could have also placed your rooks better. So in general chess with Ovi, I know you're already a strong player, but chances are the handling of certain pieces, you have to look for a recurring pattern and a theme across several games. And if you find yourself not handling a certain position, I didn't say that you don't suck. Strong players suck too. As a professional billiards friend of mine often says, it's how well you lick. Everybody sucks. It's how well you get your licks in. And already this is trouble, right? Way back when, this was already trouble. We missed one really good simplifying move here, though. This was the cool simplifying move of the day. I have to admit, finding pins.
Do it! Just do it!
That's the problem. Namaste for the just doing it. Wishy. What Ismail said about the time control, or dodgy. The whole point of the increment is that you get naturalized to at least 5 seconds. In over-the-board tournaments, you have a 30-second increment. In American tournaments, you always had a 5-second delay. So the clock actually didn't start moving for 5 seconds. You couldn't accrue it like you can here. So the time issue is a bit of an illusion. The dirty flag doesn't exist in this dojo. How about that for merch, right? Dirty flags do not exist in this dojo. Dirty flags do not exist in this dojo. Always do it. It's very hard to get a dirty flag. Most of the time, it's just one guy sitting there and watching his time run out. Nobody gets a dirty flag. All the flags here are relatively pristine, unfortunately. And in fact, in almost everything, except for my simuls, I'm the one who gets dirty flagged. Literally, I'm the one who gets dirty flagged. 3Deep18, thank you so much. Have a good one. And nothing. All right, if we are going to do our simul, I need to look up a birthday for today. We have Alan Pichot. Do we have a screen 1? Hold on here, I'm trying to get this calendar to fit on one page, but it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It must be one of the biggest calendars in the world. So meanwhile, yeah, can you imagine if I was ever worried about not showing my full or real name? I'm going to try to show this calendar. And I'm gonna bring it in like this. In fact, the screen 1. Oh, I did want to show you something on screen 1. Now that I'm reminded, I wanted to show you the game that. Hold on, I wanted to show everyone the game that I played last night, or that I entered last night. Hold on. I entered this game in Flex Friday. So I'm going to show this game if I can. On AKA Nemsko's channel. Let's turn this down, turn the desktop volume up because it's going to need it. Because otherwise you won't be able to hear it. I don't know if it's wide enough. Is it wide enough? No, it's not wide enough. And then, so yeah, this was yesterday. I don't want to show the evaluation bar, honestly. I don't mind showing the evaluation bar. But on the whole, we can draw this one across to probably a little bit. You can let the chat play. But yeah, I submitted this game. This was my game from 2000. It'll all be explained in the video. Hopefully it all comes through. The volume comes through.
All right, bishop takes e6, king h8, knight f4, queen a5, c3, queen d8, queen here. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay.
I was white in this game. And I had submitted this game because she said she had no good games for Flex Friday.
For LA, for sure.
So I said, all right, should I submit one then? And then the crowd forced me to submit one, which is pretty cool. I will be showing this game in a YouTube video at some point. At some point.
Alright. That's a really good move. Because there's this. Yeah, I'll figure out all the car stuff when I get back from Barcelona. Whoa, are you winning this game? Oh my gosh. When you said it was a grind, you were not joking. Did you actually win this game? So what you have to do is push the king to this corner. I'm sure you know that. I'm saying that more for my chat and for myself.
Best game I've ever watched.
Technique. Holy shit. And then you cut him off. I'm extremely impressed. Did it feel good winning this game?
This was in
That is a very cool game.
This was in 2000, before I was teaching Mark Arnold,
That's like
who
a
later
really
became a
good game.
grandmaster.
Had like the smallest advantage for most of the game and then slowly build your way up. That was impressive technique from like way earlier. That's pretty cool. I hope you felt good about this game. Alright, good night, Longillo. What was the time format? This was an classical game, so I'm assuming it's like 90 plus 30. I do not know. Well, I guess if I got into a 9 bishop endgame, I would figure it out, because I theoretically know how to do it, so it's just about patience, and I don't have patience, which happens. Okay. So, I'm gonna remove...
But yeah, it was pretty cool because she didn't have that many
unfortunately
spicy
in
games.
terms of games that were really long and had really good technique, I feel like Chess Dojo's game is gonna take slight precedence over that one.
Slight.
Which doesn't mean that the game itself wasn't good, it just means that, yeah, this was a spectacular game. It really was.
So needless to say, yes, nice one. I like that emote. The Illuminati. We need to use that emote more often. And there was one other, if I can find it. If you wanted to see the whole game in 30 seconds.